Cleaning the garden can feel like a bit of a mammoth job, especially when all you really want to do is sit out and enjoy it. So, in an attempt to save some time and energy this year, I decided to try using a drill to move things along. And this is how I got on. Now, I've used drills for years inside on DIY jobs, but I hadn't really tried them for cleaning before. So I wanted to see how well it actually works for general garden maintenance. Now, you can get a whole range of attachments for drills. I just got this set from Amazon, and you can get different brushes depending on the surface that you're tackling. I'm using a mix of softer brushes for things like wood and plastic, and then slightly stiffer ones for stone. The key is matching the brush to the material so you clean it properly without damaging it. So this is how I'd normally clean something like this, and this is the difference. As you can see, it's definitely a lot more efficient. Now, this is the kind of thing that picks up a lot of dirt and it can look pretty grimy at this time of year. What we've found with our balustrade is there's certain hot spots where it looks really grimy, where the water's kind of accumulated, but some of it doesn't need quite such a harsh job. But I kept it on a lower speed here just to make sure that I protected the wood, and I used a softer brush because soft materials like wood can mark if you go in too aggressive. So once it's clean like this, then it's ready to treat or paint, which is what you want to do with your outdoor woodwork. Next, it was onto the decking. Now, we're lucky in that we've got composite decking, so actually it doesn't need too much work this time of year. Hallelujah. But it definitely does need a clean, and this is always a job that needs doing after winter. So I found that the brush actually lifts the dirt out quite easily, and with textured surfaces like this, the drill really helps get into all those grooves, which is quite hard to do by hand. So definitely made a big difference here. Now, the patio slabs was the place where it really stood out for me because they hold on to a lot of dirt and algae and general grime, and they can be quite hard work to clean. So this made a noticeable difference straight away using one of the wire brushes for this one. It's especially useful in the rough surfaces where the dirt tends to build up the most. In all honesty, if you've got a big patio, it could be still quite hard work doing it this way. So this is good for those little hot spots of real grime that's not lifting easily. I definitely wouldn't take on the whole job with this because I think I'd be exhausted by the end. But you can actually get much larger attachments to do this. So they're an option as well. They might help make a bit more light work of it, but definitely a pressure washer has got its place for this job as well, I'd say. Now, while I was down on my hands and knees in the garden, I did notice that the wheel hubs on the car could do with a bit of attention. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's give it a go for that. And actually, this is probably where it was the most effective. For things like built up dirt and brake dust, it just works much quicker. And because the rotation does most of the work for you, it definitely takes a lot of the elbow grease out. And it was kind of just fun, satisfying job. Overall, I would say for general outdoor cleaning and garden maintenance, it's not going to replace everything, but it's definitely got a part to play to do some of the heavy lifting. And if you do try this, just make sure that you're using the right brush for the surface because you don't want to cause any damage, and keep the speed under control. That's a key thing always with a drill. And if you're not fully confident using a drill, I've got a full beginner's guide to using a drill on my channel, so I'll just pop the link here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe. Come back very soon and let me know in the comments what unusual things you like to use your drill for.